Hello everybody, welcome to Cooking with Annie. All right, hey everybody, pity, bullets. I'm not cooking oysters. Did I say oysters on there? Korean curry fish. It's not oysters, don't worry. I would never cook oysters. And I'm not using oyster sauce. How are you today? I'm so glad that you joined. We are going to have some fun. Me trying to make a Korean dish. We'll see how it goes. Voice is really low. Okay. We can fix that. He says it's really low. Maybe you need to turn your volume up.
Yeah, I got you maxed.
Yeah, I'm maxed out over here. Anyways, I'm even trying to talk loud. Before I forget, if you want a very fun, good coffee that comes in all kinds of different flavors, we have Player One Coffee. They are a sponsor of mine. You can follow the link in my About section, and it gives you a 5% discount. I know that's not much, but it's good coffee. You help a small batch coffee company out, and you help a small streamer out. I do get $1 per bag that is sold. So, I mean, it's not a lot, but, you know, every little bit helps. And it goes towards making the stream better and helping with food that I can cook. But we do like this. This is Leroy Jenkins coffee. Very good. And then there's also Irish cream that we haven't tried yet, but that's a whole bean. They have hot chocolate and coffee drinkers. Yuck. You're banned for life. Anyways, I got a new cookbook recently. Oh, before I go to the cookbook, I also want to mention Dugan's Leathercraft. Thank you very much for also being a sponsor and creating really cool leather products. He made me a quiver for my bow and arrow. And which was really neat. He kind of just did it on the fly. It was fun watching it coming into being. It was just neat to watch. I'd never seen somebody do leather work before, so it was really fun to watch. And also Alpha Soul Gaming, thank you for showing up. They are here today too, as always. I've worked with them for a while, and we do gaming servers. We have our 7 Days to Die server, which is an insane server. And we have a Minecraft server. So if you want to play Minecraft or you like 7 Days, we've got both of them. And who knows, maybe down the road we will add even more. You want the pineapple? I need to cut the pineapple. It's ready to be cut. As you can see, it's very ready. I love fresh pineapple. It is so good. I will be no zombies. I will not be cooking any zombies today. But yeah, so we have had a busy week. It's been, as usual, busy. Me adjusting to back to working full time, and streaming. Last night I had fun. I streamed some Fortnite. And I had Grand show up, and let's see who else. Gamer Mick was there, and Ami or Omelette, however you want to say, whatever you want to call him. Apparently, he goes by Omelette. People call him Omelette. But we had so much fun. We did some squads. We did win one. The last one, not so good. I was hoping we would keep our crown, but we didn't. We lost our crowns. But we won one, and I did some solos. You could use some of that coffee too. Yes, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to be using some very interesting ingredients. I could not find, and amazingly so, I did not see any like red chilies at the store. So I got some Korean chili sauce. I don't know if it's like how thick it is, But it's going to go in with the sauce that goes for the curry fish. I also have the spinach. It says to use English spinach. Well, I couldn't find English spinach, so I got just regular baby. That was all they had was baby spinach. So that has Parmesan. What has Parmesan? This has Parmesan? I'm not using any Parmesan. And it's so small that I can't. Wrong window. You talking to more than one person. That's always fun to get those. I'm like, is he okay? Do we need to call someone to help him? I'm like, I didn't mention Parmesan. Maybe there's something in this I don't know. So instead of oyster sauce, because they really didn't have oyster sauce, they had oyster flavoring. And I was like, no.
How am I distracted?
How are you distracted? How is he distracting you? Where do I shop? Well, I shop at Smith's right now, mainly. I need to go find some other stores because Smith's doesn't really have a good selection of anything. Just the basics. I mean, it's just a general grocery store. It's kind of like Kroger. You poor girl. Anyway, so I got fish sauce, and it's not even, it's just the Thai Kitchen brand. That's all they had. I did get some organic sesame oil. Unfortunately, they did not have sesame seeds, and I can't believe they didn't have sesame seeds. But I couldn't find any, so I'm like, oh well, it's just, I know, kind of like a garnish in a way. The worst brand. I know, that's all they had. That is all they had. And of course, I didn't have real Korean curry. So what I did was I looked it up, and I made what I think is Korean curry. So the only thing I didn't have to add to it was like fennel. I have fennel seeds whole, but I need to get like a coffee grinder just for grinding up spices. So it's not going to have the fennel in it. But yes, this should be interesting because I am the queen at improvising. So we will see. What I did, because I love different curry powders. I have my regular yellow curry powder, and then I have a red curry powder. Take a hammer. Oh, that's true. I could use a hammer. I'm not going to do it on the stream because that'll just be loud and annoying. Yes, I am. This is going to be interesting. And the fish they suggested was snapper or bream fillets. Well, they don't carry snapper. Halibut was $23.99 a pound. And yeah, I wasn't going to pay that much. So we have tilapia. So let me show you. The tilapia fillets didn't look too bad. So this is what I got. Hulk smash. Yes, that's me. Hulk smash. Bam. Yeah. So tilapia fillets. That's what we're using today. I am going to make some rice just because it's Korean food, Oriental food, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to make just some white rice along with my spinach. We'll see how that goes too. Let's see. You snapped last night. What did you snap? Are we going to see this on TV sometime? When bullets snapped. That's going to be the name of the show. Sure, give me a tip about my rice. I'm always looking for tips. Oh, I even have fresh ginger. I love fresh ginger. Fresh ginger is so good. I always hate there's a delay because I'll say something and then I gotta wait for you to hear what I say and so on. Typically, when I measure rice and water, I use twice the amount of water as I do rice. And that's just what the back of the bag has always said. I know they said to make it an inch above the rice, the water an inch above the rice. I think the only problem is the pan I've got. Let me see. I'll just dump it in here. So if I did this and then I did it like an inch above it, and then hopefully this seals really good and we'll steam it. That's generally, and I also need to rinse my rice. Let me get out my, yes. So, no rinsing. Okay. All right, I won't rinse the rice. We won't do that. So yeah, that was the other measurement I saw for rice. If you did say, was it a cup of rice? Or 2 cups was 2.5 cups of water. So I'll try that and see how that works. Thank you for the tip. I know you got lots of experience cooking, so I trust you. But I am going to put this, well, that's not going to work. I don't want, okay, so the other question I have to ask you, Bullets, is do you heat your water first and then put your rice in, or do you just put the rice and the water in together? Okay, that's how I've always done it. I just wasn't sure if there was a better way. Let me put my rice in that. So I know I don't have a real big pan for making rice, but it'll work. I just make everything work. I've learned from 8 bits. Okay, so simmer for 7 minutes, then leave it covered and turn off heat. Okay. About how long do you leave it covered? Because I'm assuming it still continues to kind of cook and absorb the water. See, this is what I need, someone to teach me how to make rice. I like my instant rice. They even make instant minute rice, jasmine minute rice. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, I know. That's bad. All right. I kind of like to have my phone here so I can see what time it is. I've been talking away here. It will come out perfect. Well, I'm holding you to that. So yeah, so I have, and I already put my homemade Korean curry powder. I put a little bit of flour in because that's what it said to do. I don't know that I'm going to do all of these fillets. I haven't froze them yet, so I'm probably going to put them in a freezer bag, seal it up real good, and maybe freeze them. The reason being, I don't like reheated fish. I like it to eat it fresh. Oh, nice. I will have to do that. I'm a wing it kind of person with the timers too. I forget to set timers like, oh, it's about this long. But yeah, so this is the fish. So what they're suggesting is we will, it's been refrigerated already. I'm not gonna, well, yeah, here's what I can do. I'm going to take out 2 of these fillets. These are nice sized fillets. They smell like fish. Let me get a There's my freezer bags. Where did I put them? Oh, I'll have to get those later. So I think they're in the cupboard. That's okay. Rinse my hands. Yeah, it's a phone app. Okay. Let me get my towel. Salt and pepper. I need salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. I like some salt and pepper. Gonna set this back in the fridge for about 10 minutes. What I'll do while it's in the fridge is I'll go ahead and start chopping my I'll start chopping up my red onion because I need that for the sauce. And the ginger. I don't like touching fish. I'm gonna stick it here in the fridge. Let it sit for 10 minutes. And I swear I put those down here. I guess I'll just cram it in these for now. I don't want this sitting open. A tablespoon of milk. I have almond milk. Will that work? Silly birds. They're always trying to get in on the conversation. All right, let me wash my hands and rinse this board off. I don't like cutting stuff on when I've had raw meat. There we go. Dry it a little bit. Okay. So the sauce for this, like it says, it's 2 bird's eye chilies. Bird's eye chilies. They didn't even have chilies in the store at all. Like I would have just got regular chilies. Yes, I washed my board. Okay, how much? I need half a red onion. I know, right? That's just crazy. I guess maybe you have to buy them frozen. I could have bought them frozen. They don't have anything fresh right now, I guess. Or I guess I could have got dried chilies. That would have worked. I'm bad at cutting onions up. That part. Dry chili. Well, I know they sell them in bags, like the dried peppers. Um, you crack me up. I do know how to cook. I just improvise when I need to. If something's not available, well, guess what? I do something else with it. Just like the Korean curry. There was no Korean curry, so I had to mix some spices together to make it. And I don't need this onion, that part of the onion. Have some garlic. Yeah. I want to get one of those things, and I've seen them, is it goes on your fingers, and it's a metal, like, thing. I need to get that. And it saves you from cutting yourself. This is a tightly wound garlic. Well, just throwing things. Two cloves of garlic. That's not a very big clove. We'll use a big one and a small one. There we go. Hey Frank, oh you're not, it's okay. Dinner's not ready anyways yet. How are you? I'm smashing up some garlic here so I can mince it. So it's kind of funny. I hear Beaker out there saying, it sounds like she's trying to say, what are you doing? She hears me smashing. She knows I'm in the kitchen. And she's probably thinking, I'm getting her. We won't say it out loud, but it's this right here. This is what she likes. That, among other things, she likes some nuts too. But if I go in the kitchen, she calls out to me to get her favorite fruit. It's more like she orders me. I have the feeling she's really the boss around here. All right, that looks good. So since all this is going to go in together, I'm just going to smush it all in there. And then I do believe, yes, the ginger is going to go in with it. So finely diced ginger, about a teaspoon. Let me see if I can peel this. I love ginger. Yeah, you know, we're not saying that out loud. Peel it with the side of a spoon. Okay, we'll try this. Oh, wow. I learned something new today. That's so much easier. You need to do a cooking stream. You could make up some good food. Okay, it gets hard once it gets down to this little bit because the thing gets slippery. The little sucker won't hold still. All right. Let me cut off that little nub right there. Slice it up, then we'll dice it up, mince it. Whew. As you cut into this, oh, the smell gets so strong. I like taking fresh ginger and putting it in my water. Just cut a chunk of it and put it in your water. It's so good. I don't know if anybody here read any of the Little House on the Prairie books. So I used to love those books. I read all of them over and over and over again. And I envisioned myself living on the prairie or somewhere, and look where I'm at. I'm, well, kind of in the desert. They were sort of in that plains area a lot of the time. But the one story I remember her telling in her books was about one day her and her dad was out in the field, and it was so hot, and around noon their mom came out to bring them food and water, and she had a big, I guess a gourd or whatever, with water in it. And because it was so hot, they knew that if you drank water too fast, that it would cause you to get stomach cramps. Well, her mom had put ginger in it, and that helped prevent the stomach cramps, so then they could drink as much as they wanted. So I always thought that was interesting. Little Annie on the prairie, right. Who knew? Oh, okay, so this has been about 10 minutes. The fish is salt and peppered. So next, I need to heat oil in a pan. My hat. Heat a little oil in the pan. I'm going to have it on medium heat, I believe, on low heat. That's kind of... Oh, I also need to preheat the oven. Okay, this is a strange 340 degrees. That's very precise, but we will go with that. So once I fry this up a little bit, covert cooking, yes, covert cooking. Hydrate, I need to hydrate. Sorry, I got to get up close to see that, what that hydrate says. It's gray, so it doesn't show up as bright. Very good. Oh, look, a little bit of ginger. I'm going to drop that in my water. There we go. Camouflage. Yes, covert. I'm cooking under cover. This is a new shirt. You missed it the other night, I think, Frank. I was doing a fashion show. I had a new T-shirt, and it said Duo's Q, and it has like half. It's like half. It's a heart, half red, and then like the words turn red off the side, but they're black in here, and it says Duo's Q. And I just thought it was neat because, you know, queuing up for Fortnite, things like that. So doing duos or squads or whatever. But anyways, this is also from the same company, Nerdvana, I'm actually trying to get like a sponsorship with them. I had applied, but I wanted to check out a couple of their shirts to see what the quality is. I do like the quality. I feel like the fit is just right. So could almost go a size up, maybe. Because this is a woman's cut shirt, so it's cut differently than men, of course. But I do like it. The quality of the t-shirt seems nice. This one says sup or feed, support or feed. It has something to do with the type of gaming they talk about, and I think they do a lot of racing games, things like that. But we had to look at, I'm like, what does that mean, sup or feed? I do have a passion for passion, a passion for fashion. That's funny. Yeah. All right. All right. My fish needs to be coated with, oh, this is going to be hard. I should do it on I do have a plate right here. So this is my curry seasoning. It is a pseudo Korean curry seasoning. I'm going to rub it on here. And what I mean by that is you can't find I couldn't find a specific Korean curry, and Korean curry is not just curry seasoning. It's different seasonings like cumin, coriander, fennel, which I did not have fennel powder, and I didn't take time to crush it up, so there's no fennel in it. I did put a little bit of onion powder in it too, so I know that's not specifically Korean, but it didn't figure it would hurt anything. So, all right, let me rinse my hands. I need a pocket. Get the 3 T's for 7. Yes. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. I could see where, in other words, support or help feed. Hey, Hellbound. I thought you were missing in action. Haven't seen you around in a while. You come to watch me cook? Okay, so I need to also get water in here. Get my rice boiling. Yes, I know curry is a mixture. Like you can buy, I like I think I was thinking specifically curry powder, like the seasoning. And I love making like butter chicken curry. And I would buy the packets of the curry, what they call curry paste. I love that. Put that on in some chicken, coconut cream, and it's just really good that way. So I'm trying to go slow because these things don't really take that long to cook. So I'm just kind of slow and chatting today. So I had something I wanted to tell you. Something I like to do when I make homemade chicken noodle soup. So when I make homemade chicken noodle soup, I usually boil chicken, like a whole chicken. I put celery, onion, that kind of stuff in it to add more flavor, garlic, all that. And then, I debone then I take all the meat off, and then I put it back in. And if I've made homemade noodles, I put that in there, and then I'll wait to put that in there. I'll put like carrots and celery whole in there again, so that you have that nice vegetables in there, onions, To the broth, I like to add curry powder. Turn everything up and we'll play Fortnite, okay? But I love adding some curry to my chicken noodle soup. It gives this depth of flavor that isn't in the chicken noodle soup typically. You know, chicken noodle soup is very good. I love homemade chicken noodle soup, but I love adding curry powder. You guys, do you come to watch me cook or do you want a game? We can do one or the other. No, we'll do some of that later on. How's that sound? All right, I've got my oven almost heated up. I got that on because once I do this, then I'm gonna have to work on my spinach dish. This may not turn out exactly how I wanted it, but it will work. Because I thought I had something, an ingredient, and I don't. Okay, so I'm turning that off because I don't want the fish to completely cook through. Okay, so there. I want the fish to just kind of brown on either side, and then we'll stick it in the oven. And I have my rice on. I also need to get water for my spinach because we're going to blanch some spinach. You do both. It's easy cooking for those sweaty lobbies. Throw something in the microwave and ready up. You all are hilarious. So 8-Bits asked me today, he's like, so what are you cooking? And I told him what I was cooking for the show. Well, no, actually what I said was, I'm going to make hot dogs. I'll throw them in the oven. See, I said, no, I'm going to light a candle and we're going to have a little wiener roast over a candle. That's what I said. We could do that sometime. All right, you know what I didn't do? It's so bad. I didn't put my salt in there. Let me just flatten that out. So apparently, according to Bullets, our timer should be 7 minutes for the rice. And this needs to go on the pan. That smells good already. And it's going to bake in the oven for about 10 minutes. See, like I said, these recipes don't take long. But we're going to let that go. I've got to get water boiling for my spinach to blanch it. Oh, and I might as well use this pan to make my sauce for the fish. Okay, so I've got all my stuff diced. Okay. You're gonna laugh at me, but because I laughed at myself. So I thought I had soy sauce, and maybe I do, but I couldn't find it. So I might have had a couple little packets of soy sauce that I opened up and put in here to make it look official. I've got soy sauce. It's a secret soy sauce. I have my premium fish sauce. And I also have some sweet white wine that is going to go into this mixture. So when they said sweet, I thought Moscato. I don't know if that's what they were talking about, but I bought Moscato. So I need oil. Let me put a little bit of oil in here. about a tablespoon. We'll heat that up. And this goes in. All the ingredients go in. And that's a bad way to do that, but oh well. So that's garlic, ginger, and red onion. I've got my soy sauce. How many tablespoons of, this is fish sauce, not oyster sauce, but that's what we're using. Actually, let me put all the sauces together in here so that I can just dump them in all together. There's my secret soy sauce. 2 tablespoons of, we will call this oyster sauce. It's not oyster sauce, but we'll call it that for fun. Fish sauce is good too. I did not, crazy enough, I was saying earlier, they did not have chilies in the store, so I couldn't buy actual chilies. So I got chili sauce. So I'm going to put this in with the liquids. Make it spicy. 4 tablespoons of wine. One more. And then white and vinegar. 4 tablespoons of vinegar. All right. Ooh, turn it down. Oh. All right, and my spinach is, the water's boiling, so let me get my spinach. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Right here. Let me see. What's going on here? That fire. I could get a dub now? Yes, probably. That's funny. All right, where's my salt? Here it is. I need to put salt in this water. So my spinach, all I'm going to do is blanch it, just for a couple, 2 minutes. And you know what happens to spinach when you put it in something hot. It shrinks down to next to nothing. Okay. So basically you want the spinach to retain the color. No, shoo, that vinegar is strong in this. So I need this sauce to kind of thicken, I guess, is what it said. We'll see. My fish is in the oven. It'll come out in a few minutes. Oh, I don't want to touch the rice. I'm going to leave that alone. What are you telling me? What gold coin? What? That's terrible. You're telling me these things while I'm cooking, and I can't do anything about it. I think you're doing that just to torture me. Did you get the gold coin? Okay, so that is the timer for my rice. Turning the rice off, and that, the fish is almost done, and this is done. Yes. Okay. Let me set that there for a minute and get my, that's not there. Where did I put it? I had my strainer. Oh, right here it is. Panicking. I need to put gotta rinse this with cold water. Not a whole lot of spinach. So basically we want the spinach to stop cooking, is why we're rinsing it in cold water. And then I have to squeeze it to get the water out. I don't normally do this with spinach. But okay, yeah, see, literally, like nothing, which is fine. I don't eat a whole lot of spinach. I just thought I would try this little recipe here. Let me go back over here. And the fish in like another minute is going to come out. It's only 3 o'clock. I should have. We'll just talk and chat for a while. How's that sound? All right, so I have my sesame oil. How much sesame oil? Two teaspoons. Garlic. Smash the garlic. Well, that one doesn't want to come out of its paper. It's sticking to my hand. All right, the fish is going to have to come out. Frank, have you ever been to the hot air balloon fiesta in Albuquerque? Of course, last year was my first year to go there for it. It's a lot of fun. Oh, so they have one there in where you're at. All right, fish needs to come out of the oven. I need a pot holder to do that because the pan is hot. Looks pretty good. I like fish. Smells good. I like that smell. Well, yeah, Las Cruces. Is it Las Cruces or Las Cruces? Did I say it right? So this is kind of what my sauce, you can see it on the stove, but this is the sauce, except their sauce looks like a sauce, and mine looks like onions, which just might be good. Kind of like a salsa, a hot salsa. I can smell that vinegar. Whew, that's strong vinegar. It didn't say rice vinegar, so I used regular white vinegar. Okay, I missed something. Like corn dog breading, hot dogs with stale bread. Oh, you want me? Oh, so something really fun and cool. If you've ever been to Gatlinburg, there is a place in Gatlinburg that sells foot-long corn dogs. They are the best. Oh my goodness, they are so good. All right, they're just yummy. This goes in here. Okay, let me go back. This just doesn't seem right. So I'm gonna just put a little sprinkle of this in here because I don't have beef stock. I swear I had beef stock. I don't know. I like fresh spinach better. I don't eat a lot of cooked spinach just because I've had bad experiences. I don't like the taste or the texture of it. So we'll see how this works. I'm not saying I'm gonna like it. Here is my rice is almost done. I think I can turn that off now. So yeah, I was amazed. The hot air balloons. So we went out on the field as they were all blowing up and then inflating, whatever it is that they do. We were there early in the morning. What, about 5:30 in the morning? We had some really great seating, club area, and we were able to walk out on the field from there, and we got to talk to all the people that had the hot air balloons, and just watching all of them go up, like inflating and doing all the things that they do. It was just amazing. It was like nothing I had ever experienced in my life. Of course, I mean, I'd never been to a festival like that before, but it was absolutely amazing. I loved it. And I can't wait till this year. It's going to be so much fun. 8-Bit's family comes out to visit for that. They came out last year. And then we go sightseeing and go to different places. And so that's a lot of fun. Just kind of mixing this up. I'm hesitant. I'm going to taste a little bit of it and see. It's okay. It'll do. It's just the texture. The texture of spinach. I think if I had had English spinach, because it's a firmer spinach, it would have been better. Or maybe even kale. But the problem with kale is you have to cook it a long time with certain things to get, or have like ham in it and things like that, because it's got such a strong taste. But it's all right. I like kale. I'm just not a fan of the texture of cooked spinach. I think my rice is almost done. Vinegar in the air. Yeah. Definitely vinegar in the air. Whew. Vinegar's strong. Let's see. I want to taste this and see what it tastes like. So this is the definitely has chili sauce in it. You can taste the vinegar. I thought the wine would balance that out because it's sweet. It's not terrible. It's not bad. Because it was like equal parts of wine and vinegar, and I think it probably could have maybe had more wine. I don't know. I'll have to experiment with it. So, I love corn dogs. We used to have, back in Cincinnati, we got a brand. It was called State Fair. Maybe they have them here. They were really good. Yeah, I haven't seen Gran pop up yet. Maybe he's lurking. He might be playing Fortnite, trying to get that gold coin. I think my rice might be done. I don't know. Bullets isn't here to tell me if it's done or not. Okay, it's still... I'm doing the wrong things. I know I'm stirring it. I'm just fluffing it. Let me taste it. Yes, beef. I like the beef. This needs to sit maybe about 5 more minutes on the rice. The fish looks good too. Might have to. I'm just gonna taste test everything. How's that sound? I'll get a little bit of this fish. Ooh, nice and flaky. That's how I like my fish cooked. Could maybe use a little salt and pepper. I put some on, but very nice texture. The curry seasoning seems good. I'm not Korean, was not raised around Korean, so I don't know if it tastes Korean. But I kind of followed the cookbook, so we'll call it Korean, right? There's some Korean guys that do some cooking on Twitch that, ooh, that stuff looked good. Well, I know so State Fair's everywhere. My problem is I can't get Bob Evans like rolled sausage, like the packs of sausage, the pound pack. They have the Bob Evans box of sausage patties, but they don't have the bulk sausage. I prefer that. If I want to make sausage gravy, I prefer that brand. Oh, now I'm going to start burping. It is 3:06. We need to talk for another 30 minutes. My producer tells me I have to, do a 2-hour show. I use tilapia, only because whenever I went to the grocery store, they did not have snapper, or they didn't have bream. I've never used bream before. I like snapper. I really like snapper. I also like orange roughy. That's a really good fish. I haven't been able to find that in a while. But snapper is really good. They didn't have it. They had halibut. Halibut was $23.99 a pound. I was like, no, I'm not going to buy halibut. So I bought tilapia. It's an okay fish. It's just, a regular white fish. Nothing special about it. But yeah, I would like to find a place where I could get some good fish, and I might have to go to either Trader Joe's or Whole Foods if I want to get some like good fish. But then again, who knows? Am I going to pay 24 bucks a pound? I don't want to pay that much. I'm when it comes to buying food, like I try to watch. I don't like to get the most expensive thing. Yeah, tilapia is not bad. I don't mind it. Cod is okay. Depends on how fresh it is. Next week, I am going to make, I plan on making chimichangas. So my friend Sajin had sent me a recipe, and I'm going to look at that recipe and get it ready so that I can make chicken chimichangas next week. So yeah, we'll have like a little New Mexico Mexican meal next week. All right, Rice, are you done? Can you talk to me? Can you tell me if you're done? No cheesesteaks? No hoagies? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. What? Lunch meat? Smith's has boar's head. I like boar's head. But I've noticed there's not a lot, like there's Subway. And I'm trying to find another, like, we have Jimmy John's back east. I love Jimmy John's. I'm sure maybe they've got them out here somewhere. Yeah, and it's odd that you can't find that they don't have fresh fish out here. I would think they would, because in Cincinnati, well, apparently I think it's Lexington or Louisville, Kentucky, is where the fish markets come in. They bring in packed on ice, like all the caught fish and all that stuff. And apparently you can actually go there yourself and get fish, and it's supposed to be really good. But yeah, unless you're on the coast, like the Carolinas, they have, like if you're at the beach area, they fresh catch fish for the restaurants, and it's absolutely amazing. I'm trying to think what it was I had at this one restaurant one time, and it was so good. It was just perfect. It was fish. It was like a fried fish, but it was lightly fried. It wasn't like a thick bread crust on it. Yeah, I've noticed that there's just not like that. There's not a lot of that stuff around here, which is sad. That's the, I could go to a farmer's market back where I used to live and buy home, like they raised beef, and I could buy the beef from them. It was amazing beef. It tastes so good. I guess just here, I'm surprised that like with the ranches and all that they don't have more meat here. That just seems strange. Yeah. The one place that might have it, Costco, so they tend to have good meat. I go to the one here, and I don't usually buy steaks from there because again, it's expensive to get a good steak. But if you want good steaks, they generally tend to have them. I like their ground beef. Their ground beef tends to be a good quality. So, yeah. I guess there's downsides to everywhere you live. So I need to go back to Albertsons. I went there once. Smith's is just so easy to get to. Because I tend to go to Smith's. It's like 2.5 miles down the road, and there's a Starbucks right by it. I've heard Albertsons has better sushi. If you want to get like the sushi rolls, things like that, they have better sushi. Albertsons is Acme. Smith's is Kroger's. I knew as soon as I walked in, I'm like, this is Kroger's. You can see all the signs and that stuff everywhere. I am going to, because my sauce is evaporating, I'm going to put a little bit more wine in here to see if it'll sweeten up that vinegar. While I'm waiting on this rice, rice is taking forever. Heat that up. There we go. A little bit of wine, a little bit more wine in there. I know Acme, I don't know Acme, but in general, like when I think of Acme, I think of like it's just a general, I don't know, I just feel like Acme's a generalized term for companies that kind of cover a lot of different things. And I also think this does smell a little bit more of wine. What was Acme in? Cartoon. I will have to check. Oh, Acme's the big chain back east. Well, is that related to, that's not related to Kroger's, is it? Yeah, Roadrunner. I saw the Roadrunner run across the street yesterday. All right, I am going to see how this food is. Acme Rockets, yeah. I'm gonna put a little bit of this on the fish or off to the side. You can decide if he wants it on the fish. Let 8-Bits be my guinea pig. Since my daughter's not here to be my guinea pig, he doesn't mind. Give him some of this spinach. I'm just not a cooked spinach fan. And I need something to get some rice out. Just feel like my rice didn't turn out quite how I wanted it, and I'm getting everything everywhere. I followed Bullet's directions. I told him I was counting on him. So I'm going to put this up here just in case he wants to see how the food tastes. Oh, here, I should show you the plate. So, this is the food for today. You're back. I see you. I feel like my rice is maybe a little bit chewy. Let me get another spoon out. Oh, you need a fork, don't you? You need a fork. There you go. The rice has a tiny bit of crunch to it, but it's not bad. Your rice is perfect. I just can't make rice. That's why I tend to err on the side of let's go with instant. I'm just going to go ahead and put this sauce on top of my the rice isn't bad, pity. It's probably because I opened the lid maybe once or twice. I'll put a little bit of spinach on my plate. Let me see. All right, so let's see. With this little relish sauce, oh, I like it with that on there. That's good. The sauce has like a nice heat to it. It's really good. So, if you ever need some chili sauce, this is actually really good. I don't know how to say it. Gochujang, maybe. I did 1 cup with 1.25 cups of water. I did what he said. I covered it. I cooked it for 7 minutes and let it sit for 15. Maybe needed a little bit more water in it. So that's how I made mine. I was trying that because I've seen other things like that. Typically, I do 1 part rice to 2 parts water. That's usually how I do it. This is really good. I like it. And spinach. I'll take a bite. Ugh. I'm not a spinach person. It passes as payment for IT services. Yes, he does provide lots of IT services. Oh, you boil it for 5 minutes uncovered. The attitude. Okay. That's interesting, Frank. That's a different way of cooking it. I know I was trying to stretch it out. Yeah, we're getting kind of close to the end here so that I can go play Fortnite and get my gold coin. I probably lost my coin. Yeah. Well, anyways, people, I was trying to make this, close to 2 hours. That's what I try to do with my cooking shows. Didn't quite work this time. I should have talked longer in the beginning. But it took a little while for some of you to show up today. What's up with that? No, I'm just kidding. Next week, chicken chimichangas. That's going to be fun. The gold coin is a running joke. That's not very nice. Oh, and before, I want to invite Sophie in here so that you all can see how well she's doing. Sophie, you want to come in? Come here. You gotta come here and sit. Turn. Good girl. There you go. Oh, I'm out of the camera view. She is. Come here. Come back here. I forgot we changed the way our cameras are. Come here. Okay, sit. Sit. There you go. There. Down. Down. Good girl. Her paw's doing so much better. She gets around pretty good. We're still watching how she walks on it and things like that. Make sure she's not being too crazy. Huh? See, not too crazy. Well, anyways, thank you all for coming. Thank you for joining Cooking with Annie. And thank you so much for always being supporters of this crazy dream of mine. Thanks to 8-Bits, who has really put a lot of work into it and helped with equipment and things like that. It's just been amazing. I'm excited to see where this goes. I just love doing this. And again, if you want to check out some coffee, Player One Coffee is a great coffee. Thanks to Alpha Soul Gaming, and thanks to Dugan's Leathercraft for their support also. And I will catch you all later on Fortnite, and next Sunday we will be making chicken chimichangas, so come back and I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.